हेलो एवरीवन, होप यू ऑल आर फाइन। आज हम लोग शुरू करने जा रहे हैं विद द बेसिक्स ऑफ ऑप्टिक्स। आप जानते हो कि हमारी जो ऑप्टिक्स है वो प्राइमरी क्लासेस में तो स्टार्ट हो ही जाती है, मेनली 10th क्लास में उसका बेसिक्स आ जाता है, और 12th में जो हमारी ऑप्टिक्स है वो आगे ज्योमेट्रिकल ऑप्टिक्स और रे ऑप्टिक्स में अच्छे से जो उसके टॉपिक्स हैं वो डिटेल्ड में आ जाते हैं इन क्लास 12th। So today we are going to start with the next topic which is the basic of optics. Optics जो हमारा चैप्टर है, जो हमारी ब्रांच है फिजिक्स की, उस ब्रांच के बेसिक से आज हम लोग स्टार्ट करते हैं। हाँ जी, रिफ्लेक्शन। सबसे पहले वही इसमें टॉपिक आता है ऑप्टिक्स में कि रिफ्लेक्शन क्या है। व्हाट इज रिफ्लेक्शन? It is the phenomena of bouncing of light to the same medium after striking the surface. Reflection होता है bouncing of light to the same medium after striking the surface. For example, in this case, ये हम लोगों की लाइट आई और ये गई, तो यही सेम लाइट थी, ये इस सरफेस पर, इस मिरर MM डैश पर पड़ी, यहाँ से इसकी रिफ्लेक्शन हुई और ये इधर आ गई। तो रिफ्लेक्शन क्या है? इट इज बेसिकली द फिनोमिना ऑफ बाउंसिंग ऑफ लाइट टू द सेम मीडियम आफ्टर स्ट्राइकिंग द सरफेस। द वन important word in it is, in the case of reflection the medium remains the same, so you can mark it as heading also, as an important term also, that in the case of reflection the medium remains the same. Now इस फिगर के बारे में बात करते हैं, इसकी डिटेल हम लोग जो इम्पोर्टेंस है, डिटेल एक्सप्लेनेशन है उसके बारे में बात करते हैं। सपोज हमारे पास एक मिरर है MM डैश, वी हैड अ मिरर MM डैश विद अस। नाउ अ लाइट रे PO इंसिडेंट्स ऑन दिस मिरर, दिख रहा है भाई, O पॉइंट पर जो लाइट रे PO है वो इंसिडेंट हुई है। A light ray PO incidents on point O, making an angle I with the normal. Here ON is the normal. What is normal? Normal is nothing but a light ray which makes a 90-degree angle with the surface. Which makes a 90-degree angle with the surface is termed as normal. So in this case, the line ON acts as the normal. Now what has occurred over here? We have a beam OP which is incident on this surface and it is reflected at point O towards OQ. So we have an incident ray over here and this is the reflected ray. A ray OP is incident on the mirror and it is reflected towards OQ. Now moving to the same topic again, we have now this angle PON act as the angle of incidence. I have also marked it over here that angle I is equal to angle of incidence is nothing but angle PON, and angle R or the angle of reflection is NOQ. Here PO is the incident ray and OQ is the reflected ray. PON on angle I is the angle of incidence and NOQ or angle R is the angle of reflection. O is the point of incident or the point at which the ray incidents on the surface or meets with the surface, you can say. So with this we have studied the important phenomena, the important thing that what actually occurs in the reflection, how you can depict the reflection with the help of a diagram. Now what are the laws of reflection? There are two important laws of reflection. The first law states that the incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal all lie in the same plane. The incident ray, the reflected ray, the reflected ray and the normal ray all lie in the same plane. This is the first important law related to the reflection. The second important law is angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. or in this particular case the second law becomes angle I is equal to angle R, or angle PON is equal to angle NOQ. So this is all about the very basic information regarding reflection, and what is reflection. Moving ahead to the next topic, we have now we are going to start with the next topic. The next topic is image formed by the plane mirror. In this topic we have two rays OA and OB, which are our incident rays, making an angle I1 and I2 respectively. Therefore in this case the angle of incidence is I1 and I2. Now these two rays get reflected from the surface, making an angle R1 and R2, and hence R1 and R2 are the angle of reflection for the ray OA and OB respectively. तो इस केस में हम लोगों के पास जो एंगल I है वो हमारा है OAN1, एंड जो एंगल R1 है वो हमारा है N1AC. Similarly OBC or OBN2 is the I2 or the angle of incidence for the ray OB, and N2BD is the value of R2 or the angle of reflection for the second ray OB. Now from the laws of reflection we know that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. In this particular video I have told you that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Therefore angle I1 is equal to angle R1. Similarly for the second ray angle I2 is equal to angle R2. I have also written over here that what is I1, R1, I2, R2, OA and OB respectively. Now what are the characteristics of image which are formed by such a mirror? कि ये जो mirror है वो जो image बनाता है उसकी क्या characteristics रहती हैं? The image has some characteristics which are given by the image form is virtual and erect. The size of image is equal to the size of object. The image form is much as behind the mirror as the object is in the front of it. So these are the three important characteristics or the features related to the image formed by the plane mirror. So with this we have studied the basics of plane mirror. Now pursuing to the next topic we have with us here. Now we have to start with the spherical mirror. What is spherical mirror? A mirror whose surface is the part of hollow sphere of glass is termed as a spherical mirror. We have two important types of spherical mirrors, the concave mirror and the convex mirror. This is the diagram of concave mirror and this is the diagram of convex mirror. Now what is concave mirror? एक ऐसा मिरर जिसकी रिफ्लेक्टिंग सरफेस इनवर्ट्स होती है उसे हम लोग कंकेव मिरर कहते हैं. A mirror whose reflecting surface is inwards is termed as concave mirror. या आप इसे इस तरीके से भी कह सकते हो कि एक ऐसा मिरर जिसकी रिफ्लेक्टिंग सरफेस टुवर्ड्स द सेंटर होती है. क्यों? अगर आप इसे पूरा करोगे तो ये एक स्फीयर का ही पार्ट है, तो इसकी जो रिफ्लेक्टिंग सरफेस है वो सेंटर की तरफ है. The reflecting surface is towards the center. So what is a concave mirror? Mirror whose reflecting surface is inwards or whose reflecting surface is towards the center of sphere. Now what is a concave mirror? A mirror whose reflecting surface is outwards, जिसकी reflecting surface outwards है, that is termed as the convex mirror, or its reflecting surface is away from the center. Suppose we have this sphere, so the reflecting surface is away from the center of the sphere. So by using these two definitions you can define the very simple term that what is concave mirror and what is convex mirror, and how you can differentiate both of them. In this mirror the reflecting surface is inwards, while in this mirror the reflecting surface is outward. In this mirror, the reflecting surface is towards the center of sphere, while in the case of convex mirror, the reflecting surface is away from the center of mirror. Now moving ahead to the next topic, which is the important term related to the spherical mirror. Let us look at that topic. Now the next important topic is the terms related to the spherical mirror. This is one of the very important and basic concepts related to the mirrors or optics. Now, what is the pole? Pole is nothing but the center point of the mirror. For example, in this case, I have taken the example of concave mirror. You can also explain the terms using convex mirror. Nothing is wrong in it that also. Now, what is pole? Pole is nothing but the center. This one. It is nothing but the center of the spherical mirror or the concave mirror in this case. Now, what is center of curvature? Pole is denoted by P and it is shown over here also. Center of curvature is shown by symbol C and it is the center of that sphere of which this mirror is a part. Because I have told you that, for example, we have a spherical mirror. These mirrors are nothing but they are the part of hollow spheres. So in this case, the center of curvature or C is the center of that sphere of which mirror is a part, of which concave mirror is a part, to be more brief. Now, what is radius of curvature? Again, radius of curvature is the radius of that sphere of which mirror is a part or concave mirror is a part. And the radius of curvature in this particular figure is given by PC and it is denoted by R. So, according to me, the three simple terms are clear to all of you, that what is pole, what is center of curvature and what is radius of curvature. Pole is nothing but the center of our mirror. Center of curvature C is nothing but the center of the sphere of which the mirror is a part, and R, the radius of curvature, is the radius of that sphere of which mirror is the part, and they are denoted by P, C and R respectively. Now, what is principal axis? Principal axis in this particular diagram is given by x dash. And what is principal axis? It is the axis which is passing through pole, the center of curvature, and is also extending to the other side. For example, in this case, कौन सी लाइन है जो पोल से भी पास कर रही है, सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर से भी पास कर रही है, या उन्हें जोड़ रही है, joining both of them, and is also extending on the other line. So in this case, x dash is the principal axis. Now, what is curvature? What is aperture? Aperture is the diameter of the spherical mirror. For example, in this particular case, the aperture is given by mm dash. Mm dash or the aperture is nothing but the diameter of the spherical mirror. Next is principal focus. What is principal focus? The principal focus point would become more clear to you if we consider this point. Now, what is this diagram? First consider it. Principal focus. It is a point where the reflected rays meet each other. For example, in this case, we have these four incident rays and they get reflected in this side, this side, this side and this side respectively. So, F is a point at which these four rays meet. In this case, F is the point where these four rays meet, and this point is nothing but referred to as the principal focus. So, the principal focus is a point where the light rays used to meet. For example, when we have the rays, आपने light rays को incident करवाया है, so at one point they will definitely meet, no? So at that point is referred to as the principal focus. The next point is what is focal length. It is defined as the distance between pole and the principal focus. So in this particular case, we have PF as the focal length. The last important term is what is focal plane. It is nothing but a plane which is passing through principal focus. जो इस principal focus में से plane pass हो रहा है, उसे हम लोग principal focal plane कहते हैं या फिर focal plane भी कहा जाता है. So we have discussed some important terms related to the spherical mirrors, and they are pole. Again, I am going to take that for you. What is pole? It is the center of the mirror. What is center of curvature? It is the center of that sphere of which mirror is a part. What is radius of curvature? It is the radius of that mirror of which, or it is the radius of that whole sphere of which this particular mirror dash is the part. What is principal axis? It is an axis which joins point P and point C, or pole and center of curvature, and also is extending on the other side. So in this particular case, in this particular figure, our principal axis is x dash. What is aperture? Aperture is the diameter of the mirror. So in this particular case, the aperture of our concave mirror is dash. What is principal focus? The point where the light rays meet or appear to meet is termed as the principal focus. For example, in this particular diagram, these are the incident rays and they meet at point F. So here F is the principal focus. So principal focus is the point where the light rays meet or appear to meet. What is focal length? It is the distance between the pole and the principal focus, and in this diagram, or generally it is denoted by PF. And the last but not the least, last term is focal plane, and it is defined as a plane which is passing through the principal focus. Plane which is passing through the principal focus is termed as the focal plane or the principal focal plane. Moving to the next topic, we have with us as. Now, what is the relation between the radius of curvature and the focal length? The relation between the radius of curvature and the focal length is r is equal to 2f or f is equal to r by 2. And in our numerical board exams also, a simple question is asked regarding it, that if the value of r is given to you or the radius of curvature is given to you, then how can you calculate the value of focal length, or which formula is used for calculating the value of focal length. So this basic formula is used to calculate f if r or radius of curvature is given to you. Now moving to the next topic, the next topic is the image formation by concave mirror. When the object is at infinity, one thing which you are required to keep in your mind is that when the object is at infinity, the rays are shown by parallel lines. They are coming from very far distance, so they are shown by parallel lines. So the ray can come in two or by two ways. One thing, when the rays are parallel and not obliquely, and another point is when the rays are oblique or they are making some angle with our reflecting surface. We have two cases with us. If the incident beam is parallel to the principal axis and if the incident beam falls obliquely on the mirror. This is for the case of parallel and this is for the case of obliquely. Now we will consider that how the image is formed. The rays come from here, they are incident in this way and they get reflected over there. The rays incident here get reflected over there, and so at this point, at the principal focus F, the image is formed. Therefore, in the case when the object is at infinity, the image form, the nature of the image form is real inverted and point size image at F, or the very famous principal focus. Second thing is, when we have this incident ray which falls obliquely at the surface, at the concave mirror, then in this case, this is our ray. It comes over here, then it gets reflected over this side, making an angle R with the mirror. आपकी रे यहाँ से आई है और यहाँ रिफ्लेक्ट हो गई है R एंगल मिरर के साथ बनाते हुए. The angle of reflected ray, reflection, or the angle made by reflected ray is R, and the angle made by incident ray or the angle of incidence is I. Now one ray is passing through C. So this point, this is our image formed in the case when the incident ray falls obliquely. So in this particular case, the image is real, inverted and small in size. In this particular case, the image is real, inverted and small in size. With this, we have considered the first case when the object is at infinity. Considering the next important cases for the formation of image by the concave mirror. Now, the third case is when the object is at center of curvature. When the object is present at the center of curvature, the image is also formed at the center of curvature and the nature of image is real and inverted. Let us see how. We have this object AB. We have this object AB. A ray, this ray, suppose we will name it as AD. A ray AD moves straight line and then it gets reflected across this path. A ray AD moves along straight line and then it got reflected across this particular path. Now another ray A, this ray AE, suppose another ray AE passes through F and it gets reflected across EB dash. So we have two rays with us. We have an object, this is our object. The ray AD travels along the straight line or parallel to the principal axis and get reflected in this direction. Then another ray AFE travels or passes through focus and get reflected across this direction EB dash. Therefore, the image formed in this case is this A dash B dash. This is our image A dash B dash, and it is seen that the size of image is equal to the size of object. The image lies at the center of curvature and the nature of image is real and inverted. So in this way, in the case of concave mirror, when the object is at center of curvature, the image is also formed at the center of curvature. The next point is when the object is beyond the center of curvature. Now, this is the particular case or particular ray diagram for this case. The object is present beyond the center of curvature, somewhat at this point. This is our object AB. Firstly, a straight parallel ray AD moves over there and then it gets reflected passing through the focus F, the principal focus. Another ray ACE passes through the center of curvature C, and in this way they will meet or they will intersect each other, and that will result in the formation of image A dash B dash. Again, I am going to explain you that what has happened over here, because this is one of the important things. We have an incident, we have an object AB. The ray moves parallel, the ray AD moves parallel to the principal axis and then it passes through the principal focus F, or it reflects across the principal focus F, passing through it. Another ray ACE passes over there and it retraces its path. Retraces its path means a ray travel over there and then again from this point it gets reflects in this direction only. So it retraces its path. And with this, the reflection of these two rays or the intersection of these two rays result in the image A dash B dash. And it can be seen that this is our image A dash B dash and it is real, inverted and diminished or small in size. So we have considered the three important topics, the three important terms related to the formation of image by the concave mirror. When the object is at infinity, when the object is at center of curvature, and when the object is beyond the center of curvature. Moving to the next one. Now, the next topic is when the object is present between C and F, or the center of curvature and the principal focus. Then what is the nature or the location of image formed? We have an object AB placed at this point, somewhere between F and C, or principal focus and center of curvature. Then one ray passes parallel to this principal axis, and this is given by this ray A, and you can define it over here also that AX pose or AR. We have a ray, this one AR, which passes parallel to the principal axis and get reflected in this direction. Another ray CAE passing in this direction get reflected along EAC, or another ray CAE passing in this direction get reflected along EAC or in this direction. Again, what we have done in this, we have a ray, we have an object AB. A ray AR moves parallel to the principal axis and then it gets reflected across the principal focus across R A dash. Another ray ACAE is passing across AE and it gets reflected across EAC. So in this way, due to these two rays, the image is formed at A dash B dash. So in this case, when the object is between center of curvature and the principal focus F, the image is given by A dash B dash, and the nature of images, it is present beyond C. It is real and inverted and highly enlarged in size. The next important case is, the fifth case is when the object is present at the principal focus. Object at F, then what is going to happen? When the object is present at principal focus, firstly a ray AR would move parallel to the principal axis. A ray AR would move parallel to the principal axis and then it gets reflected across RF or across the principal focus. Another ray again CAE is traveling across AE and it gets reflected across EAC. Another ray CAE is traveling across AE and it gets reflected across EAC. So in this way, when the object is at focus, the image is formed is at infinity and the nature of image is real and inverted. With this, we have studied the very important topic or the basics of the reflection and the famous concave mirror. We will continue with the next topic in the next video. With this, be regular with the videos. Thank you.